All right, call the meeting of the Redevelopment Authority to order. We have all current board members present or on the phone, and we have one vacancy. Public participation, any public participation? Okay. Approval of the minutes from January 8th. Everyone's got those minutes. All right, motion's been made. Is there a second? Charles or Fred, there's a second on the minutes?
Second.
All right. That's second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Executive session, need one. Financial review. All right, just like what we discussed in Land Bank, we have June through December trial balances, so it kind of gives us the information that you can, move your way through. But as we said, Tim is working hard to kind of get back to continue to develop new reports out of the Oracle system that we can then, further reviews of the financials. Did you have in this packet anything we haven't ratified yet for checks? We'll look at that at the March meeting. So we just need to, any questions on the financials? If not, we just need a motion to approve the financials. All right, motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, any opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, on to new business. And I'll turn it to George on the whole home repairs coordinator.
Yeah, so our past home repair coordinator, Mike Burke, has retired from the county. He's been here, I think, about 25, 26 years. The majority of his time spent in the security office. So did a great job there. Was doing a great job for us in the coordinator position, but just wanted to retire. So good luck to him and congratulations on retirement. That leaves a void of this position that's open. And due to the nature of the county's financial situation and the hiring freeze, we just went the board to approve the position for the whole homes repair coordinator.
Now, what we're approving now is it's a county position. We don't have employees. The Redevelopment Authority doesn't have employees.
Correct.
So we're essentially recommending that the county
That's correct.
hire,
That's correct.
and that position is funded out of the whole home funds,
Correct.
100%.
100%.
Which means-
not 100. It's going to be it's split. So we have the whole homes repair program running now. When those dollars are expended, we will switch this person over to the home program, and they will administer the home rehab program in our office, which are federal funds, but not out of this.
But our commitment to this is just the portion from whole homes.
That's correct.
We're not putting any of our general
No,
operating dollars. It'll be on the county payroll,
correct.
and we're done with that program end of this year.
2026 December.
So that will end. So we no longer will have fund availability to pay for that position out of whole home. But you're planning on having that transfer to home, which has the same possibility.
Same programs. So
And-
just different program regulations.
Right. And that person, and that's IDA or EDC, it's EDC, so it goes there.
Correct.
Okay.
They just wanted to.
And this is kind of due to the hiring freeze, I understand?
Yes, correct.
And generally within the county. Though I will note, just for the record, that 2 years ago, when we took this program on, we moved forward with this operating under a model with a consultant, which is how home has operated for many years. And we continued that. It was determined that approach should change and that we should hire in-house as a more efficient way to run these programs rather than having consultants. So I I think we should approve this. I think we should move forward with it, of course, because we have to run the program as it's been sort of assigned into the Redevelopment Authority. But I think it's worth noting that this position was essentially created 2 years ago. Based on budgetary actions by the county commissioners and a direction that they established. So it's now coming back to us to kind of sort of ratify. I don't even know what we're doing, but we're sort of ratifying, recommending that this happen. But this position has to happen to run the program, or we have to hire a consultant to run the program, or use existing resources, which is Deb. Which we did go through that process, so we were able to first year to get through. And Deb's doing a great job. I don't want to detract from that, but
Thank
when we added Mike
And we
in,
want to keep her.
it took us some time. It took some time to get Mike to hired, to get moving. And with Mike, which allowed us to have a person going out, is you have to do in-field reviews of these projects.
Correct.
And you have to have back office reviews of these projects. You can't do this without both.
Right.
Right now, we're without the infield, except that I know you're. Yeah, right.
I'm doing what I can.
So let's just be clear that this is an absolutely necessary position, and it's a position that there's no negotiations, there's no discussion, but this is the direction the county commissioners wanted to go 2 years ago, and now we're just sort of re-ratifying that this is what we're doing. And I mean, we're making this recommendation that the county hire a person for this program, and that we have these funds that can be dedicated to it. I just wanted to put that out there because that's what's happening here.
Did you want to draft a letter for him to sign that states exactly what he's saying? Because there
I don't-
needs something physical to hand to the commissioners for us to get this position approved.
I don't know what
Do
that
they
letter
need
said.
that?
What do you want that letter to
Oh,
say?
They need something.
The letter has to say,
Say exactly
they
what
gave
you
us,
said. Say exactly what you
we
said.
were given a charge by the county commissioners 2 years ago.
Right.
And we are implementing that charge, and without this position being filled, we cannot succeed.
Is that to get around the hiring freeze? Yeah, no, that's fine.
And it's all grant money, essentially.
Yes.
Would that preclude us if George finds he doesn't see anybody viable from hiring a consultant in the meantime? I'm not saying that'll occur.
I mean, we have, look at the results. We have until the end of this year to complete this program. So most of this employee's work moving forward probably ties into home, which is not a going program. There's no more whole home program at this point. No more money's been allocated to it. So we're just closing this thing out for the rest of this year. And I think we've been really successful. Like you got, Deb, the work you put in, what Mike was doing, has been incredibly successful in getting this program to do what it needs to do.
And it's a tough
But
program.
we have to
They're all
close it
tough.
out by the end of the year. And I think we're on.
Yeah, for sure.
So
We're qualifying,
When's their
about
next
another
meeting?
4 or 5 right now.
you know,
Two of our contractors are actually moving forward.
That's what I figured it takes.
They've actually been
I'll
asking, when can we get more? I'm trying.
so
I mean, to Dan's point, to go back to what we did originally, hire a consultant. We probably have to do an RFP to keep everything in transparency. Wow. So I mean, I don't know whether we'll hire someone before the next board meeting if we did an RFP, or if we did a quick RFP, like with a 10-day return or 5-day return. I don't know.
it seems more that this person, a lot of this is still going to fall on the way to the office, Deb and the rest of the office. And until we put something in place, but it's the longer term with home, assuming that program is going to be a continuously funded project through, time going through the EDC, that's where that person's really going to, or that position
Right.
is going to really land. And that's outside our purview. Our purview is getting this program completed by the end of this year.
Well, and if the commissioners don't approve, this is a position we will be forced to use a consultant.
Or Well, for home, for us, I mean, it might just be, George.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
You go out
get
there,
done with, yeah,
And I've been out to the house.
right.
I mean, it is what it is. You have to do, you get work done. So,
I mean, in all reality, if like, I had to do this, Jordan and I will have to have a discussion about it. To get everything else done.
Mhm.
We just took a full timer away from me,
Yeah.
the program.
All right, well, I just think it's important that everybody knows where we are on this and the circumstances that surround this recommendation, this review and approval. It's on the agenda. And I say review and approval, it's really a recommendation. We are recommending to the county commissioners that they hire a person for this position, even in the face of the hiring freeze.
Okay, we need a motion for that? Motion.
Is there a second?
There we go.
There's a second, Charles Wallace.
All right, thanks, Charles. All right, been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
I'm sorry about the delay, I'm getting a little, breaking up on the, conversation, so
No worries,
bear with me.
no worries.
All right.
All right, any opposed? Okay. There's 3 ayes there, so motion carries. All right, collective intelligence.
So Collective Intelligence is a company that is currently working with the county. I think our human services department did an RFP, hired this company to assist with some data systems and some other items that they offer for their staff. They contacted us. We had met with them and staff to discuss using some type of system that essentially is scanning all of our documents into a database where our staff would have the ability to do a search on words and find documents for right to knows. Mainly that's our main goal is to be more efficient with right to knows. Currently now, we're in a tiny space downstairs with no windows. And the closet that all of our files were in, you can't even barely fit in there to grab a box, get the files for these right to knows. So it's taken hours and hours to find files to comply to these right to knows that we're receiving from multiple entities. That being said, this data system would basically correct that issue and allow staff to do their job and not spend hours trying to find documents for right to know requests. Anybody else got anything to add? Dan, you met with them, Tim, that have
Yeah, this is for all your correspondence, right?
so
Makes sense.
the 25,000 request, our EDC board was requesting that the Redevelopment Authority pay half of the proposal since we'll be utilizing some of the services as well.
But this is all for old records. The new ones are all
Correct.
technologically in the system.
Correct.
So, and we're hoping, unlike years ago where you scan them and send them to Iron Mountain, we can scan them and shred them
Correct.
if they're a certain age. And one last thing, I think from the IDA, they had mentioned is the price, we call them 2 years from now. We have a question. Do we get billed for that or do they, can we use it? Like, is that the price?
I think that's the price. There's no maintenance.
There's no like yearly
No, it's our
system
system.
updates.
Our
And
system.
we still own the
We own the
product.
product, yes.
If the place
Goes out of business.
burns down or gets lost, do they still have it in the cloud of our scan documents or?
I think they do. know
It
that.
looks like they're, I don't, with the county, you guys have some form of, Windows and Office. What they're talking about is putting this into a SharePoint. So they're gonna scan every single document, make them all PDFs.
Correct.
And then those PDFs will be cataloged and
Search.
entered into essentially I don't know if you guys do a cloud or you guys have it all local, but it'll go into a Microsoft SharePoint system where you can access it. But the way I read that, you own it, like it's yours. They're your documents, and however the county stores their documents electronically, that's where it is. So either on an on-site, in the cloud backup, you'll essentially just have them in a file, like in a directory. It reads to me like you really have to, on our side, like whatever you give them, that's what you're getting back. You give them boxes, you're gonna have people sitting there pulling file folders, scanning them, and that's what you have.
Keyword. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I had said, I think when we met with them, we will have to do some prep work. George and I attended a conference and there's a phone book in there. Somebody off-site might scan that whole phone book. They don't need to do that. We need to, I guess, purge some of the stuff based on, here's a marketing piece, it's not really,
It's only gonna be the
A
file,
document.
it's only gonna be the program files for the different grants.
And you don't have land bank in this. This is just redevelopment authority, and then the IDA, EDC, their documents. That's the $51,000 proposal. 120 boxes is what they set that at. So who's counted the boxes? How many of them are ours? Are we 60 or fewer?
I mean, I know you brought that point up, we'd have to count, I don't know.
I mean, I understand where Steck's coming from. That if we're gonna do it, we should pay our fair share. If it's more, it's more. If it's less, it's less. I mean, if it's based on 120, if it's under 120, if it goes over 120, we're gonna owe someone owes more money.
No, we reduced it, it was 240.
But that contract kind of reads that if it's over 120,
Right. We reduced it,
there's gonna be additional costs.
because we reduced the years that we want them to scheme. To make it more affordable
I just think you gotta come with some allocation.
for this board.
And theirs.
Yeah. Or maybe that's the vote that you
Or
pay a
up
percentage
to
of whatever.
25, we
boxes
pay a
get.
percentage of the,
We'll have to count them, I have no clue.
Yeah.
They're-
no, I know,
Probably
sure.
more.
It's a mess up, you can't, come on down, come on down. Yeah. All right. So we had 5 right to know in the last week.
Yeah.
So she can't even get her work done, because she's looking for whatever.
No, I understand. And it's a one-time cost, and as you said, man, everything else moving forward, the new systems are, they're
Yeah, you have
already
something to
digital.
say?
No.
No? Nothing to say?
Now,
So this 25 cases are shit.
That's what we requested, but Matt wants us to count boxes. He wants to pay a percentage of what they're gonna scan coming out of this.
So it might be more.
the contract is.
Doubt it would be more.
I'm betting we're below. The contract's $51,000.
Okay.
And it's 120 boxes. So the question, and it covers the IDA, EDC, and RDA. So it's of those 120 boxes, how many are theirs and how many are ours? The IDA requested that we participate. And it was just, all right, well, we'll just do half. But I think it should be allocated out according to who.
I think on the other good government side is they were looking the county a year ago to maybe look at this as a pilot to then do for the entire county. And I think they did a little bit for human services already. So it just depends how much. But I hear you, it could be a 70-30 split. If it's
Yeah.
100 boxes to 20, whatever.
I mean, they have all of the gaming. Some of that's already digitized, I suspect, but they have all the gaming applications under IDC that go back however many years. I mean, that's a lot. We used to get boxes of stuff.
EDC is all the
plans.
CBD home.
Oh, yeah, we are
I feel
definitely a
like
much
75,
smaller
25.
piece of that.
And nothing land bank, though. We're not gonna do, I know there's
We
very
don't really-
minimal land bank files.
No, so.
Okay. And this kind of covers it then. Everything moving forward is already covered in digital. All right. I mean, it's just cost of doing business. I mean, the right to know laws are very clear. You make the requests, you have to respond. Right now, we're burning staff time. Digging in files. This will help to alleviate that. So can we do a motion that we approve, the 25,000, but based on allocation of the cost,
Yeah,
if it's boxes and bottles?
I think that's actually word.
Motion.
All right. The motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any other comments, questions?
Is it reasonable in the interest of time to, as part of that motion, that George can just negotiate it, or do you have to wait another month? Because the IDA meets
No,
next week.
Yeah, no, I think we're approving up to 25,000. I think
Based on
you
what-
just have to come back and say, no, you're 100 of the boxes.
Right,
You're taking a bigger piece. We'd have to then.
You're
allocate,
approving- you're approving up to 25.
Up to 25.
And they can approve whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll just have to count the boxes and do a
And
percentage.
do an allocation and yeah.
Somebody's calling from.
All right. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay. 3 votes affirmative. Any opposed? All right. That motion passes. All right, resignation of Frank Lynch. So we talked about this a little bit in land bank. Yeah, we're gonna, yeah, he's gone. No, again, and for the record, we're gonna miss Frank. He goes back, I think, to the beginning. And obviously with his background in Susquehanna Township and being on that board, he brought a lot to the table.
Yep, you did.
On
Thanks, good guy.
redevelopment and what's going on in this county and where we need to prioritize our activity. So Frank's gonna be missed and it's a general authority's gain in our loss. And we'll look to do something here. So George and Steph will put something together here to honor Frank's time on board. Okay. All right, review and approval of rep MOU.
I have it here for Matt to sign,
Oh.
but they do have a copy. Everybody read through the copy of the MOU.
This is just a renewal of the MOU for the water replacement.
Yeah.
System that the Tri-County Regional Planning Commission runs. We're just a fiscal facilitator, yeah, we're not running the program.
Right.
System of
We
development.
had pretty extensive conversations on this one first. What was the original? Because that has to be,
Original year it started,
yeah, several years ago.
like 18, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, well, we have a copy of that in the packet. So any comments on that? Not, is there a motion?
Second.
And seconded, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Any opposed? Motion carries. Authorization to take a director of bank accounts. We had a pretty healthy conversation on that. March, bring that back in March? Okay. All right, home repairs, staff report.
So we talked a little bit about the whole home repair. We are, I believe, to expend all of her funds by the end of December. That is our deadline. As I said earlier, there's 2 contractors that are currently looking for more homes in the process. And Mike did start qualifying some other people, 5 that he started working on. I'm really going to try for about each. For the most part, it's going very well. We always have challenges, but Everybody seems pretty pleased. Most people seem pretty pleased.
So we go.
Deborah's holding the program
Hold
together.
the fort down.
And you still have, I mean,
Tougher.
you still have projects that are in the wings. We can
Yes.
fill this. So it's
Oh,
more,
yeah. I
yeah.
think we had 130 tracks. I think we're only up to about 30. So we have a lot.
And I see the bills come through.
Yes.
I get those from Tim.
Yeah, there was
And
quite a few
They're
that,
moving, which is great. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
money is getting out the door, finishing these projects and qualify gaps. Any questions on home repairs? The EPA Brownfields grant got a big update last month.
We did, and we need a reallocation of funds. I think what Jill wanted to shift the budget around.
yeah, and I apologize. I wanted to reach out to Dawn this morning because Dawn was supposed to get us, just to look at the budget to see really how much we owed for each project, yeah, and then we could have a better idea of how we wanted to shift.
I mean, so you just want to do that in March? If we didn't provide that, it's hard to vote on a
I
reallocation.
think we can do that.
Yeah,
It's nothing,
We have a conference to attend. Dan, I think Deb's going to.
Okay.
So we'll spend some of those dollars. We have to spend those down by, is it September? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know
So-
I
Yeah.
oh, the percentage, yeah.
Right, right.
mean, last month they did the full presentation.
Right.
So it's like
I don't recall off the top of my head the dollars that are left, and
We really don't have.
no, we're definitely spending them.
We just need to spend them down before we apply again.
I think we originally had like some funds budgeted for supplies and things like that.
So we're just like finalizing
Right.
categories, moving out the end of the, yeah, but I mean, he needs to provide that to us, we can approve it, but we can review and take a look. No, that's going well, and I know there's gotta be a funding deadline coming up here soon, or this year.
I'm just October.
No, this is 27. This
What's
EPA grant's 27.
Where's when it ends.
No, I'm saying.
I'm saying for the next one.
No, I'm saying for the next
Oh,
one.
I see.
Yeah, usually it's October.
Yeah.
So we're in good position. They love it when it's all spent, accounted for when you put the next one in. So. Okay. All right, any questions on brownfields? Rep.
I don't
Just
think
had
there's
that.
anything
No, you
going
guys-
on. It's just something.
Okay.
Or-
Correspondence, miscellaneous, board comments? Yeah, let's go to the order. Not, is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, one last time. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, motion,
Thanks, Charles.
we're adjourned.
Fred,
You got it.
Thanks, guys.
Be well.